Hello viewers, we are group number 8 and our project is on Hamming code. My name is Kapsha Roshan Singh. So let's get started with Hamming code. Hamming code is a set of error correction codes, or you can also say it as a family of error correction codes that can be used to detect and correct the error. Hamming code was developed considering a large scale computing machine in which a large number of operations must be performed without a single error in the end result. This problem of doing the things right on a large scale is not essentially new. In a digital computer, a single failure usually means the complete failure, in the sense that if it is detected, no more computing can be done until the failure is located and corrected. While if it escapes the detection, then it invalidates all the subsequent operations of the machine. In transmitting information from one place to another, digital machines use codes, which are simply sets of symbols to which meanings or values are attached. In some situations, self checking is not enough. The self checking feature meant that these failures did not introduce unintended errors. The present trend is towards electronic speeds in digital computers where the basic elements are somewhat more reliable per operation than relays. However, the incidence of isolated failures, even when detected, may seriously interfere with the normal use of such machines. Thus, it appears desirable to examine the next step beyond error detection, namely error correction. We shall assume that the transmitting equipment handles the information in the binary form of a sequence of ones and zeros. This assumption is made both for the mathematical convenience and because the binary system is the natural form for representing the open and closed relays, flip-flop circuits, dots and dashes, and perforated tapes that are used in many forms of communication. Thus, each code symbol will be represented by a sequence of zeros and ones. In Hamming code, we will be using redundant bits and parity bits. First, let us know what is redundant bits. Redundant bits are the extra bits that are used during error detection and error correction. We can find the number of redundant bits that are need to be added to that data word using the following formula. 2 to the power of r is greater than or equal to m plus r plus 1, where r is the redundant bit and m is the data bit. Now let us consider a scenario where we have 4 bits in the data word, or then the number of redundant bits added this data word should be 3, because when we substitute the value of 3 in place of r, then the inequality is satisfied. Let us see about the parity bits. A parity bit is a bit that is appended to a data of binary bits to ensure that the total number of ones in the data is even or odd. Parity bits are used for error detection.
Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about Hamming code. My name is Manish Padmanar, and as my friend is done with the introduction part, I'm going to continue with the detection and the correction part. So as we already know, Hamming code is a set of error correction codes that can be used to detect and correct the errors which occur in the data when data is being moved from the sender to the receiver. So as we know, Hamming code is a linear code that is useful for error detection of up to 2 immediate bit errors. It is capable of correcting a single bit error though. Hamming code method is really effective on networks where the data streams are given for the data streams are given for the single bit errors, and Hamming code not only provides detection but also a single bit error correction can be done in the data word. So to use the Hamming code, we add some redundant bits to the code word, and the redundant bits are the extra bits. The number of the redundant bits can be calculated using the formula given by RW Hamming, which is 2 to the power r, which is greater than m plus r plus 1, where r is the redundant bit, m is the data bit. So this is an example of how we calculate the redundant bits. And so commonly, so for Hamming code error detection and correction, 7 bit of Hamming code is used, and in these 7 bits uh, there is this is done with the encoding algorithm, and the received code word is decoded. Errors of up to 2 bits can be detected, but only error up to 1 bit can be corrected. And this is how we arrange the parity bits and the data bits inside the 7-bit code word of Hamming bit. And what is parity bit? Let's talk about parity bit. So parity bit is a bit appended to the data of binary bits to ensure that the total number of ones in the data is even or odd. So if we consider a data word of 0110, the number of ones in this data word is even. So we set the parity bit as 0. If the number of ones in the data word is odd, like 0010, so we add 1 to the parity bit, which makes it an even parity again. So let's consider the number of data bits as 4, and we'll consider 3 redundant bits, and the length of the final word will be 7 bits. So this is how we arrange the data word and the parity bits. So at first position we have R1, which is the parity bit 1, the R2, this is the third parity bit, and now we append the data words, which is data bits, which is D3, D5, D6, D7. Suppose we have to, let's take an example and find out how the detection and correction takes place. Suppose the data to be transmitted is 0101. So we add it to the data bits as D3, D5, D6, D7, and these are the parity bits. So the data words take place over here, and now we have to find the parity bit. So how is parity bit calculated again? As I mentioned earlier, for the data word we calculated for the data words, the parity bit is associated with each data words. Like parity bit R1 is associated with D3, D5 and D7, and parity bit R2 is associated with D3, D6 and D7. Parity bit R4 is associated with D5, D6 and D7. Now when we arrange this in the final data word, it looks something like this. So for the first input, for the first R1, the data words D3, D5, D7 are consist of 1 0 0. So this is an odd, there's an odd number of ones in the number, so the parity bit R1 becomes 1. For R2, the associated bits are D3, D6 and D7, which is 110. Number of ones over here is even, so the parity bit R2 becomes 0. And for our data bit, the parity bit R4, the data bits associated are D5, D6 and D7, which is 010. So the parity bit over here becomes 1. This is how we arrange it in the 7-bit word code word. So for coming to the error detection and correction part, suppose the third bit is changed from 1 to 0, then it can be identified by the change in the parity bits. So if there is a change in 0 to 1, we can go check the parity bit R1. So if R1, the data bits assigned to R1 are D3, D5, D7. So we are expecting an odd number of ones, but over here we can see D3, D5 and D7. There is no number of ones, so this is a contradiction with the original data which we had. So we'll set the R1 as 1, and we'll go to the R2. We'll go to R2, and the data bits assigned over here are D3, D6 and D7. So the expected parity bit is 1 because the number of ones in the data is odd, but we are not getting that over here because the R2 parity over here is 0. So this is also contradicting, so we will change it to 1. And now coming to R4, which is 1, the data bits assigned is D5, D6 and D7, so which is odd number of ones, and the parity bit is set to 1. So there is no error contradiction over here. We'll set R4 to 0. And now let's write these numbers collectively, which is the 110, that is decimal. In decimal, 110 is 3. Therefore the Hamming code suggests that there is an error in the third bit of the code word, and we have to change it from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0 uh, based on the provided code. So correction takes place when in the third bit, that is 1 2 3. So over here we are going to change the bit to 0 to 1 and we will get the original data 1. This is how error detection and correction takes place in the Hamming code. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Apurva and I'm implementing the Hamming code using C++. In this, I will enter the number of data bits in the code. That is number of data bits required by the code. Then I'll calculate the number of parity bit required by the code, that is R, and then I will calculate it using this formula in which n is the number of data bits, R is the number of parity bit which is initially set to 0, and 1 that is the last parity bit, that is checking parity bit. It must be a power of 2 as well. So I'll increment it when until and unless this condition gets dissatisfied. Then I'll enter data bits sent and store it in the respective data bits. Then data of 1, that is parity bit 1, is calculated with the help of data of 3, data and taking the AND with data of 5, taking the AND with data of 7. Then parity bit 2, that is calculated with the help of R of data 6, R of data 3 and R of data 7. R of data 4 is calculated with the help of R data 5, R data 6 and R data 7. In this one, the for loop, I will be calculating the data bits that is set as of now, except and if it is a power of if it is an even number, then the parity bit is set already set to data of it is already set to 0. If it is an odd number, then it will be set to 1. And this thing will give the data bit sent by the sender. Now it is the time for the receiver to receive the data. So I will enter the data bits received and store it as R data of I. Then I will calculate the number of F's other than in the data bits other than the last parity bit. Parity bit 1 is calculated, which is given by C of 0, is R of data 1, R data 3, R data 5, R data 7. Parity bit 2 is calculated by R data 2, R data 6, R data 3 and R data 7. Parity bit 3 is calculated with the help of R data 4, R data 5, R data 6 and R data 7. Okay, then now it's time to conclude. If F is the last parity bit of the received data, and R data n plus R plus 1 is an even number, then there is no error in the data. Otherwise, this quantity will generate an error and it will be greater than 0, and the error is at this position. Since there is no error and also there is no error at this condition as well, so there will be error in the parity check. So we have to detect that parity check and change it to another one. Now I will build this and this
This output is for no error condition.
So let the number of data bits be 4 and so the data bit sent is 111, 4 times 0 and 1. Since it is no error condition, it will be the same as the sender side. So it is a condition for no error. This output is for error at some position. Let the number of data bits in the code be 4. Enter 1, enter 0, enter 0, enter 0, enter. The data bit sent is calculated and is given as 111000001. Enter the data bits received by the receiver. Let it be 1, enter 0. This bit should be 1, but I have entered it as 0. 1, 0. So, since the bits start from 1 and error is being shown at the position 2, which is true, as the sender has sent second bit as 1, but the receiver has received it as 0, so receiver has to correct this at this position. And this is for parity error. Now enter the number of data bits in the code. Let it be 4 and I'll enter 1 0 0 0. Enter. The data bit sent is 111000001. Enter the bits received at the receiver end. Let it be 1 1 1 0 0. Enter 0. Enter 0. Enter 0. Enter. This is parity error because the other parity bits show that there is no error in the information that is sent, but the number of ones is an odd number, so there is a error at the parity, checking parity.